Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are gonna learn about some standard integrations used in engineering mathematics. So the first type is indefinite integral of the form x to the power n dx. So this integration value is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. In such type of problems, all you have to find is to the value of n. Okay. For example, if I am taking the function xq, then integration of y with respect to x is given as xq dx. Now here the value of n value is 3, so we will put this value in this expression. So what is the value of n? N is equal to 3. So by applying, it would be x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1, and as it is an indefinite integral, we will add a constant c. So this is x to the power 4 by 4 plus c. Let's take another example. Suppose I want to find the integration of 1 by xq dx. So here we can convert this function 1 by xq to x to the power n form by just simply taking this x to the power 3 to the numerator, and this value would be equal to x to the power minus 3 dx. Now see what is the value of n. Here the value of n is minus 3, so substitute in this formula. Okay, so this value would be x to the power minus 3 plus 1 by minus 3 plus 1 plus c. Now what is this value? Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, and we will take out this constant. Minus 3 plus 1 is 2, and this value is x to the power minus 2 plus c. Moving on to the definite integral. Again, suppose I have taken the example of 1 by root x dx, and here I am putting the limit values. Suppose it is from 0 to 1, or let's suppose I am taking this as from minus 2 to 1. Okay, so how to convert this one? So see, this is a definite integral. Okay, in definite integral, after the integration we don't use the value plus c. Okay, instead of that, after integrating we will use the limits. Okay, so now let's see how to use those limits. Minus 2 to 1. Okay, so let's convert this expression. This root x value, it is equal to x to the power half. Now let's take this x to the power half to the numerator, then it would be equal to minus 2 to 1. This is x to the power minus half dx. Okay, now see what is this value. Now here the n value is minus 1 by 2. So after integration, this integration value will be x to the power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1, and now the limit value will come to the right hand side, and here this value is minus 2 to 1. Okay, so now let's simplify this value. It is x to the power minus half plus 1, which would be half, and here this value is half. Now while applying the right hand side limit to the x value, we will get this half is a constant, so it will go outside. Okay, so it is in this form, so it will be converted to this, and now this x to the power half is having the limits minus 2 to 1. So to solve we will first use the upper limit in x once minus lower limit in x. So this value would be 1 to the power half minus 2 to the power half, which is the required answer. Let's take another example. Suppose I want to find the definite integral 2 to 4 and x to the power 2 dx. Then here what is the value of n? N value is equal to 2. So this integration would be x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1, and the limits are from 2 to 4. So on solving, this is x cube by 3 and this value is from 2 to 4. See here, this 3 is a constant, so we will take outside as this limit value is only for x. Okay, so 1 by 3 will go outside, and now the limiting value 2 to 4. So the limiting value will be used as, first take the upper limit here, it would be 4 to the power 3, then minus, use the lower limit here, so it would be 2 to the power 3. Now you can use a scientific calculator to find this expression. Next, coming to another method which is just the advanced version of this thing, where simply a term cxn is multiplied with dx. Okay, so see, just in the previous term c term was not there, so to find integration of such types, simply just take this constant outside of the limit and find out the integration. For example, suppose we want to find the integration of 2x cube dx. Okay, so see, what is the constant here? 2 is a constant here, so it will go outside of the derivative. Now this value is 2x cube dx. Now what is the integration of x cube? We will use the formula, that is integration of x to the power n is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So n value is 3 here, so this expression would be x to the power 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1. Then as it is an indefinite integral, we have to add a constant c. So now this value is 2 into x to the power 4 by 4 plus c, that is x4 by 2 plus c. If it is a case for definite integral, then instead of writing plus c, we will use the limits in right side here. Okay, so moving on to another type of integration, which is integration by substitution. So common integration which comes while solving the value to find arc length is, suppose 1 to 9 root over of 1 plus 9x dx. Okay, so such type of integrations are solved using method of substitution, where we will substitute this 1 plus 9x equal to t. Okay, so we will put this 1 plus 9x equal to t, then we will differentiate this expression with respect to either x or t. If I will differentiate it with respect to x, then it would be d by dx of 1 plus d by dx of 9x, which is equal to dt by dx, and here my m is to find the value of dx. Okay, so now see, derivative of 1 with respect to x, as it is a constant, it would be 0. Now This term is 9x, where 9 is a constant, so it will go outside of the derivative, so it would be 9 into d by dx of x, which is equal to dt by dx. Now this value, it is equal to 9 into derivative of x with respect to x, it is 1 equal to dt by dx. So cross multiply this dx in the left hand side, it would be 9 dx equal to dt. Now take this 9 to the right hand side, this value will be dx equal to dt by 9. Okay, so the next substitution that we have to do is for the limits of x. See, here the limits of x are from 1 to 9. Okay, so we have to change this limit of x to t, because substitution means we are converting this integration from x to t. So where to use these limits? Now here in this expression we will use the limit. Okay, so let's use the limits. So first see what is the lower limit. The lower limit of x is 1. So I will write when x is equal to 1. So what is the value of t? So t value will be 1 plus 9 into 1, that is now what is the upper limit? The upper limit of x is 9. So when x is equal to 9, the value of t would be 1 plus 9 into 9, that is 82. So all this substitution I have got here. See what are the substitution. The first substitution is for the limits. Okay, I am using another ink. Suppose I am using red ink. So first I am changing for this expression. This is the first part, then this is the second part, then this is the third part. So let's substitute this one. Okay, so after substituting, this value would be equal to, let's write down the left hand side first. It is 1 to 9 root over of 1 plus 9x dx. So new limits would be according to t. So what are the limits of t? T's limits are from 10 to 82. So it is 10 to 82. Now this 1 plus 9x, it is equal to t, and the value of dx is equal to dt by 9. So I have used these three values. One is this value of dx, then the original substitution we have take here, it is 1 plus 9x, and another substitution is the values of t. Okay, so now let's see what is the integration value. Okay, so see here, this 1 by 9 is a constant and it has no rule in integration, so it will go outside of the integration, and this value would be 10 to 82. Now root t is expressed as t half into dt. Now let's find the integration. The value of t to the power n into dt. We will use the same formula as x, which is x to the power n dx integration is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So this value would be t to the power half plus 1 by half plus 1, and the limits are from 10 to 82. So now see, this is 1 by 9, this value is t to the power 3 by 2, and this value is also 3 by 2, and the limits are from 10 to 82. As the limits are of only t, we can take this constant outside. So this value would be 1 by 9 into 2 by 3 into t to the power 3 by 2, and the limits are from 10 to 82. Now this value is 2 by 27. It is How to use the upper limits and lower limits? First take the upper limits at value of t, so it would be 82 to the power 3 by 2, then minus, we'll take the lower limit again, it would be 10 to the power 3 by 2. Now you can use a scientific calculator to find this values. Then moving on to the next part of the derivative section and integration section is the integration by parts or integration by eyelet rule. So what is this? Here we have two functions where we have to take it in order of eyelet. So what is this eyelet stands for? This I stands for inverse functions. So what type of inverse functions? These are of the form sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, etc. Then coming to the L part, it is logarithmic functions, that is log functions, log x square, log x, and so on. And coming to the algebraic part, it is all the functions of the form x to the power n. Then the T stands for trigonometric functions. So what are the trigonometric functions? These are sine, cos, tan, etc. Then E stands for exponential functions, which are of the form e to the power x. Now it is the order of this integration, where if I have given two functions like this, f of x into g of x dx, I have to take which function is of the first one. So I will take accordingly this rule. If inverse function is at the place of f, then f would be the first function and g would be the second function. So it is better to use the word first function into second function. Okay. So let's solve it using a example. Suppose I want to find derivative of x cos x dx. Sorry, integration. So first check which is the first function and which is the second function. Okay, so after seeing, see, is inverse function here? No. Then is logarithmic function there? No. Then next comes the algebraic function, which is of the form x to the power n. So first function is x. Similarly, if it is the first function, then second function is cos x. That is simple. Then we will use the formula. Okay. So what does this formula tells? This formula tells that, first I am writing the formula. It is 1 into 2 dx, which is equal to first into integration of second minus integration of derivative of first into integration of second dx. Okay, so using this formula we will see what is the value. So the value will be, what is the first function here? It is x. Okay, so we will write in the form first. It is the first function, it is the second function. So just simply substitute here. Okay, so what is the first function? It is x into integration of second. It is second function is cos x dx minus integration derivative of first function, which is x, into integration of second function. Second function is cos. So solve little bit. This one is x into integration of cos x, it is sin x, minus integration derivative of x with respect to x, it is 1, into integration of cos x is sin x dx. Now this value is x into sin x minus integration of sin x dx. So this value is x into sin x, then sin x integration is minus cos x, and we will add the constant c. Now this value is x sin x plus cos x plus c. So using these basic formulas, you can easily find out the integration values of many integrals which will be coming on your way while solving problems. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.